welcome to my channel. My name is Annelies and today I will be talking about some fragrances that I personally find really suitable for Christmas, that being Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or any Christmas event you will be attending. So if you need some inspiration about that, keep watching, and of course subscribe, comment, like, that would be very much appreciated since this is my very first video on my brand new YouTube channel. So enough with the chitter chatter, let's just get into it. The first one I would like to talk about is this beauty. It is La Nuit Trésor à la Folie by Lancôme. I've actually heard that in the States and maybe Canada, this might be discontinued. I really hope it isn't because it's such a gem. Yeah, this is perfect for Christmas. To me, this smells like someone super classy, mature, and warm. Let me just check the notes on Fragrantica. The main accords, I'm not gonna name all of them, but it's vanilla, amber, sweet, fruity, and soft spicy. The top notes are red currant, pink pepper, pear, and bergamot. The middle notes are damask rose. I don't know what kind of rose that is, but let's just say rose. Violet, peony, and jasmine. And then the base notes, which I find to be the most prominent in this one, is bourbon vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, which is a type of amber, I think. I'm not even sure. Nutmeg, ambroxan, patchouli, and woody notes. So I do get the patchouli. Now, I think patchouli sometimes, when it's too heavy, it's not that great to my nose. But this one, it is prominent. And I did actually have to get used to this the first time I smelled it, but it's just really lovely. I can also smell the red currant, the vanilla, the tonka, the woody notes. Yeah, the florals, I do sense some floral in here, but to be honest, I can't really distinguish all the different flowers. So whether that be rose or peony or jasmine or violet, I guess so. I mean, if it's on Fragrantica, I guess that's true, but it's mostly the vanilla, tonka, woodiness, patchouli that I'm smelling. Such a beautiful fragrance. If you can still get your hands on it, if you're in the States, I highly advise you to do so. Nevertheless, where I live in Europe, I live in Belgium. It is absolutely still available. Also, I know it's still available in France, the Netherlands, the UK, so you should be good. So the next fragrance I think is really great for Christmas is Yves Saint Laurent's Libre Le Parfum, which I only have a sample of. I gathered all my courage and I just asked in the shop, can I please have a sample of that? And she was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I don't know why, yeah, my cat. Okay, so my cat is joining me. I guess that's fine. So I wanted to talk about Yves Saint Laurent's Libre Le Parfum. I also have the OG Libre and I love it. It is my all-time favorite fragrance. However, I do think the sort of sweetness, spiciness of the Le Parfum, and also the Intense, by the way. Schatty, come here. Okay, let's continue. So, Le Parfum, but also the Libre Intense. Actually, to be honest, I don't really smell that much difference. I guess there are some different notes. Maybe if I compare them side by side, I would notice some difference probably. But to my nose, they are super similar. This one is just, oh my God. Let me just spritz it on. Hey, the pump stopped working. Great. I can smell it like this. Such a classy scent. I actually have a really good dupe for it. which some of you may already know, and that is Zara's Golden Decade. Hope I'm showing it right. This one, this one really smells like the Intense Libre. It smells so good. It's so close to the original Libre Le Parfum or Libre Intense. I love it. It's amazing, and it lasts really long. So let me just check the notes for this one. I just took Libre Le Parfum for this one. The main accords are vanilla, sweet, warm, spicy, citrus, and honey and white floral. So for Libre Le Parfum, the top notes are ginger, saffron, mandarin orange, and bergamot. The middle notes are orange blossom and lavender, which is basically the main things that you smell in the OG Libre. And then the base notes are bourbon, vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and vetiver. I don't know how to pronounce that. What I mainly smell is, I know, you're probably thinking, why are you not just taking the notes of the Golden Decade by Zara? And that is because I feel Zara doesn't really list all of their notes on Fragrantica. They usually just list 3 notes, 1 top note, 1 middle note, and 1 base note. And there are definitely a lot more notes to it. So I'm just combining Zara's Golden Decade, Libre Le Parfum, and Libre Intense for the sake of this video. So the lavender, very prominent, but not in a clingy kind of way that lavender soap can be, for instance, or air fresheners with lavender. I don't like that type of lavender. This lavender, oh, it's so beautiful. I also smell the orange blossom. The sweetness comes from the tonka and the bourbon vanilla and the honey. I do smell the honey and the bourbon vanilla. I don't really know what bourbon vanilla is, but it smells like just like heavier vanilla to me. And then I don't really smell the saffron, but to be honest, I don't really know what saffron smells like. So I guess it's pretty normal that I don't smell it, but it's beautiful. Definitely recommend this one, or of course, the actual Yves Saint Laurent or YSL Libre Le Parfum or Libre Intense. Next up, I recently went to London, where I went to Harrods. I don't know if you know that store, but they have all the niche fragrances that I cannot find where I live. So I was finally able to smell this beauty. It is Kilian's Angel Share. Oh, perfect Christmas Eve scent. I was thinking maybe Christmas morning, but I don't know. We don't really celebrate Christmas morning where I live, so I don't really know what vibe that gives, but I would definitely wear this on Christmas Eve. By the way, this is a tester strip. As you can see, I spritzed it on when I was in London, and then I wrapped it up in tin foil. That's what I always do. I bring it home, and it still really smells quite heavenly. I can really still smell it. This, to me, smells like just cinnamony apple pie. So good. It smells so good. Now, actually, my boyfriend, because he was with me in Harrods when we sniffed this, he said that it smelled like a liqueur-filled chocolate bonbon, which we call praline, pralines. I don't know if that's it's not really like the note praline. We just have the chocolates with the liqueur in it. But I think it smells like apple pie covered in cinnamon. Let me just check the notes on Fragrantica. So the main accords are woody, warm, spicy, sweet, vanilla, cinnamon, amber, and powdery. So the top note is cognac. By the way, I'm not a native English speaker, so I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing things differently or wrong, or, you know, I know my sentences aren't always perfectly, like the grammar is not great. I'm really sorry for that. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. So the top notes is just cognac. The middle notes is cinnamon, tonka bean, and oak. And the base notes are praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. I smell the cinnamon the most. Come to think of it, I do smell some oak, or at least some woody scent. Like I said, you know, I'm a beginner frag head, so I can't really distinguish all the notes perfectly. Okay, so basically my camera died on me and I didn't realize that, so I was talking to nobody for about 10 minutes, which makes me feel like a complete idiot. But anyway, let's continue. Oh, it smells so good. I love it. This to me is the perfect gourmand period. Not just for Christmas. If you want to know what a gourmand fragrance is, Angel Share is the perfect example for that. However, it is quite expensive. It's about 200 euros for a 50 ml bottle. You know, is it worth it? I don't think anybody is able to say that, because it is a great fragrance, but you know, everybody has their budget. So Angel Share, if you have the budget and you like sweet gourmands, then definitely check this one out. Now, if you don't really have the budget for Angel Share, like me, or you know, for some other reason you can't get your hands on it, I actually have a great alternative, which is also suitable for Christmas, or if you're just into nice, sweet, dessert-like gourmands. And this one is actually a bit of a cheapie. So it is, I only have a sample, but I'm talking about Pepe Jeans, and the fragrance is also called Pepe Jeans. So I only have this small sample. And the first time I sprayed this, it instantly reminded me of Angel's Share. Not being a dupe, but definitely that same category. So if you want that dessert smell, nice and vanilla and cinnamony, I think this is a great alternative. Okay, so the main accords here are sweet, powdery vodka, vanilla, almond, fruity, nutty, amber, and citrus. The top notes are marshmallow, almond, tangerine. The middle notes, again, vodka, vanilla, and almond milk. And then the base notes are amber and musk. Now, the first time I sprayed this on my wrist, the first thing I smelled was the vodka. Like, you take a bottle of vodka and you sniff it, that, which to my nose, or in my opinion, isn't really a note that I want to be smelling like. I don't want to smell like I just went to the club or had some vodka with my lunch or whatever. So to me, that was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna pass on this fragrance. However, this amazing sweetness that followed the vodka note was really good. And I'm like, oh, it's too bad. Why did they add the vodka? Luckily, the vodka smell actually disappears after around maybe 5 minutes or so. And then you're just left with the amazing sweet scent. So that's great. I don't know why they add the vodka. I don't know who would actually think, oh, you know, the vodka really makes this great. I guess so. I mean, each to their own. But to me, that was a no. But I'm really happy that the vodka scent fades rather quickly. Yeah, here's that vodka again. Like real, like pure vodka, not like an alcoholic beverage combined with vodka. It's just pure vodka. But however, underneath that, I'm smelling almond. Did I already list the notes? I did. I am smelling the almond, the marshmallow, or at least something very sugary sweet, the vanilla. It's really good. And it's really, you know, you pay around 25 euros for a 50 ml or even 100 ml bottle, which I think is a really good deal. And the projection on this is fantastic. I'm not sure about the longevity. I didn't really pay attention last time I sprayed it on as to how long it stayed on my skin. But I did get those wafts of that amazing sweetness, of that sweet almond. And I really like it. I think this is a really good one, and I haven't really seen any videos on it, but if you like the Angel's Share by Kilian type of fragrances, do check this one out. So if you want the dessert fragrance for Christmas, I think this is a great, great alternative for Angel's Share. So, and also, I don't know, you have to Google the bottle if you haven't seen it yet. It looks like a cocktail, like super nice cocktail glass. It's pretty cool. If you're into those bottles like Carolina Herrera's Good Girl or Marc Jacobs Decadence, the purse thing, then I think this would look really cute on your stand where you keep your bottles. It fits right into that category. Okay, so this next one was actually one of my first fragrances that I bought since I've became a frag head just a couple of months ago, and that is, it's a cheapie by the way, which is always good. That is Ebony Wood by Zara. Now, this was created by Jo Malone. Zara makes a lot of, they collab with Jo Malone, like the actual woman, Jo Malone, not the company, because the company is no longer hers. Pretty long story, she sold it. Now her company is called Jo Loves. But anyway, so the person, Jo Malone, collaborates with Zara, and this is one of them. Ebony Wood from the Zara Emotions collection. And this one is amazing for Christmas and any super cold, wintry setting. It's called Ebony Wood, and yeah, you can smell woody notes. Let me just take the notes. So the main accords, according to Fragrantica, are warm, spicy, woody, and soft spicy. And then the notes listed here are, whoops, ebony, cloves, and pink pepper. I don't really get the pink pepper. I do get the ebony and the cloves, or at least like something woody. But the thing with this one is I get something else. And it's not listed in the notes. When I Googled reviews about it, nobody talked about the notes that I'm smelling. So I guess it's just me, I don't know. But I smell cherry. And maybe not the freshest of cherries. I feel like I smell a really sugary, dried, no, not sugary, like a dried cherry. Okay, like if cherry potpourri were a thing, this is what it would smell like. I don't know if it exists. Does cherry potpourri exist? I don't think so. Like dried up cherries. But yeah, that is what this smells like to me. And I love it because if I were to only see the notes, ebony, cloves, and pink pepper, I would probably be a little bit turned off because to me, that is just too woody and spicy. I need something more to kind of like round off those notes, if you know what I mean. And because I'm smelling some cherry in this, even though it's not listed, that to me gives it a bit of a fruity woodiness, like a fruity wood scent. That makes it perfect. Because if it were only wood, to me, it would probably not be one of my favorites at all. This is also unisex. Some people think it leans towards a more masculine fragrance. I don't really know if I agree with that. I think it's just right up there in the middle. Just perfect for women and men. And perfect for Christmas. I do think you could get some compliments with this one because it projects like crazy and it lasts all night long. That is also something that I have to say about this one. Not all the Zara fragrances or the Jo Malone Zara collaboration fragrances have a good longevity or a good projection, but this one does, okay? You just need to spritz it on a few times and you will be good for the entire evening. Yeah, definitely recommend Ebony Wood for Christmas. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you got some inspiration, maybe some ideas for what to wear with Christmas. And again, this is my very first video, so do comment, subscribe, like, that would be great. You can give me criticism, just try to be a little bit nice about it. Don't be mean. And yeah, I really love doing this, so there will definitely be more fragrance related videos on this channel. But for now, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.